Okay, bozos. No jokes, no gimmicks, just combat. You wanna get nuts? Get the crack!
Alright, starting the stream. Today we are going to be looking at how to play Johnny Cage at high level. Pretty much if you want to be a competitive player, you main Johnny Cage. These are tips and tricks to get the shit rolling, get the ball rolling, because, you know, he's pretty straightforward, but there's a lot of little tips and tricks that you can do to help you play and make the right decisions at a higher level. And first of all, we're going to go through basically Johnny's abilities first. This is, like, to me, probably like the most sweaty version of Johnny you can play. There are some tools that you can change around for certain matchups, but overall for most matchups, this is going to be the overall best build you can have with Johnny Cage. So the first thing you're going to have is Pissed Off. It's a good armor breaker. It's good damage, especially in the corner. Good meterless and meter burn damage, depending on how much resources you want to use. The next thing I got going on is Throwing Shades. Of course, Johnny Cage probably has some of the best comeback potential in the game because of this move in itself. You legit get at least around 500 damage, unbreakable damage, and even more if you know they don't have a breakaway and you want to spend and you have all your resources. If you have 2 bars of meter and Throwing Shades, you're going to get well over 600 damage easy. Even more than that in some cases. So the next thing that's really important is going to be Rising Star. This helps Johnny Cage's strike throw game out tremendously. It's safe. It's just a fantastic move. It's way better than the flippy kick in every way, shape, and form. The only thing that it is, it's not an armor break, but we already have an armor break now with Pissed Off, so flippy kick kind of has no use. So from there, this is the build that I would recommend if you are trying to play Johnny Cage to the best of his capabilities. There are certain things that you can change. I would low force ball helps out in certain matchups, especially against where he benefits from zoning instead. But for a majority of the cast, I honestly feel like this is his best build. Other high level Johnny players use this build as well. Competitor, combat, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people have used this build most of all, especially the Competitor. I know he's used this build a bunch. Shout out to Competitor. Saw him and talked to him at Combo Breaker 2019. Hope he's doing well. Anyway, shout out to the Johnny mains. Anyway, so basically that's what we're going with. That's the variation that we're doing. That's pretty much the main build that I use. We got Guapo in here, Kieran, my good friend Kieran. He's a pretty high level player. He's a good friend of mine. This because he also plays Johnny at a high level. He plays John. I'm going to invite him to the lab. We're gonna do this just like if we were going straight to the lab. Like, that's just it. I'm not. We're gonna invite Guapo to the practice real quick because it takes advantage of like certain gaps and everything that just aren't realistic. So here we go.
Scorpion, Johnny Cage.
Go to Soul Chamber because it's an awesome stage. And this is basically just a basic guide. I know the game is dead. I'm not going to get criticism for making this, but I've had a lot of people ask me to make this video, and I decided not to be lazy and actually do it. So, alright, we're learning how to play dead game. Like, awesome. Basically, we're going to go through Johnny Cage's move list. Like, honestly, like, his probably most important strings is 4-3-4-4, of course. That's a great footsie tool. Great, you can stagger it as well. Really good neutral tool. And it's really safe. And there's a lot of mind games that you can play off of it. Also, back 3-4, it's a low. It's got great advancement. It also can low profile certain moves. It's ridiculously good. And forward 4-4, basically his best mid. It's safe on block. That's a huge deal, and it is something that you want to use to condition people when they are low profiling your forward 3. If people keep on poking on your forward 3 or baiting it down 2 out, and down 2 crushing blowing you and all that shit during a set, you need to condition them with forward 4. Forward 4 is going to be your saving grace. It is a mid. It has the same amount of startup. They're both 14 frame startup. It is crucial that you condition people with forward 4-4. You don't get as much stuff off of it. It is harder to hit confirm, of course, but it's absolutely needed. If you're not using that string, then you're gonna die. The next, I guess, big string with Johnny Cage is 1-2-1. Again, you can stagger this as well. And then 2-4-4, biggest strings. Those are probably the most important strings Johnny has. In certain other matchups, I mean, of course, you can use like 4-2-1, but it's not as important as those 3 strings right there. The most 3 important strings are 4-3-4-4, back 3-4, and 1-2-1. But basically, I'm going to go into the importance of forward 3. So, basically, 4-3-4-4 is probably going to be your main combo starter. Johnny is a high pressure and footsie character. He's kind of a hybrid between those things, especially with this build. So basically you're spending most of your time whiff punishing people and pressuring people to let go of a button. His fear of his amazing strike throw game is what's going to open people up. You basically have to play as annoying as you can to make people not want to block. Like, that's what it is. You want to go for the little damage to annoy them, to make them impatient, and then blow them up for big damage. So that's kind of like half the cast strategy in this game anyway. So you should kind of know that concept. So I'm going to have, so just, you know, the string, your main combo starter, you know, you got your main combo starters. As you can tell, you can do freestand instead. A lot of variety of options. But see, what happens when no one's just going to sit there and not block. So I'm going to show you kind of situational moments that you have to think about what are your options after each decision you make with Johnny. So I'm going to have Guapo here block, and basically I'm going to show you all the options he has off of forward 3-4-4. So Guapo, I'm going to have you block real quick. Alright, so see, this string is only -2, and look at the pushback. That's a huge deal. The pushback makes it where Johnny doesn't necessarily have to give up his turn at this moment. So basically, I have Guapo's coming in with the save. So basically, in this moment, he's only -2 on block. He's got lots of pushback. This is an advantage that Johnny has more than any other character in the game, pretty much. His down 4. His down 4 is completely busted, and you should take advantage of it. This is 8 frame startup, and it's a low, and look at the reach. It is specifically designed this way. You have to take advantage of this move. It's probably his most important button that he has. Basically because it gives him so much options. This makes it to where Johnny is never plus, but he's constantly hitting buttons. Because there's not a lot of characters in the game that have a normal that is as long and as quick. Hey Titus, I'm doing a tutorial. So basically, I'm going to have Guapo block again. So in this moment, if Guapo goes for a string, like a forward advancing string, I should be able to poke out of it. So I'm going to have him do forward 3 after it. Oops, I fucked up. See? This stuffs him, and it's my turn again. If you get a hit confirm out of down 4, it is completely Johnny's world, because that is plus 17 on hit. Johnny can do pretty much whatever he wants if he hits you with a down 4. Yo, what's up, Justin? So basically, off of the down 4 on hit, Johnny, that jails. He cannot poke. I'll show you what happens if you try to poke against Johnny if he hits you with a down 4. So if I hit Guapo with a down 4, I'm going to try to have him hit a button. He gets hit. See, Guapo tried to hit a button there, and he died for it. So basically, he gets a lot of mind games off of it. Now, of course, they're just going to block, right? But see, that's where more mind games come in. So you can go in jail with a 4-3. You can dash up and throw after a hit down 4. And you can just dash up, and then it's kind of like a situation I like to bring up. If people are getting really good at learning to strike throw off of that, because you can react to either option, A lot of people will try to just neutral duck and then down 2 out of if they think you're just gonna dash up and throw. This is where it's nice, where back 3-4 comes in, because it's a low and it's slow enough to make them believe they can hit a button like down 2, but it's gonna blow their shit up. So I'm gonna have him try to do a down 2 after this. See? It's a counter. It eats him right up. So that's like a nice little mind game off of down 4. 4-3, pretty much any other string. You know, put on your pressure. It's your turn basically. You pretty much get to play your game after down 4. Now, there's some characters that, you know, depending on the spacing, what's even better, you can get even better pushback off of 4-3-4-4. So on block, I'm gonna have Guapo block again. You can put, throw out EX Fireball. It has even more pushback. It's also -2 on block. It puts you in a good situation because basically you can like backdash and throw another fireball just to reset neutral. You can bait out anti-airs if they try to jump afterwards. It's a good positioning for standing 1 like that. So basically hold block real quick. He's gonna jump. Shit like that. Now, another thing about 4-3, you can also stagger it. So there's also a mind game off of that. And there's options off the stagger. Now, it is -4 on block, but here's the kicker about it. Even though if a move is -4 on block, the animation itself, he doesn't do the rest of the string until he plants his foot on the ground and starts kicking. So people, it's a visualization, people are looking for that. So, but when his foot hits the ground, you can immediately throw. So once his foot hits the ground, they have to guess if a strike throw. Now, a throw is, what is it, 10 frames, Guapo, isn't it? Yeah, 10. So, you know, some people can react to that, but here's the thing. Remember I told you, Rising Star. It's a huge fucking deal. So, if I'm going for my stagger, and I'm having him guess if I'm going to do the whole string, or if I'm going to stagger and to throw, he's got to guess, but if he's going to react to it, down 1 Rising Star. If they try to hit a button, unless they are super clean and fast reacting with their inputs, they are going to die. They're going to get hit by that, and they're going to get hit by the Rising Star, and it's going to put them on knockdown, and Johnny pretty much gets okie and can just play his game because he's right up in their grill on knockdown, which is a big deal. So basically, I'm going to stagger, I'm going to have him block, down 1 Rising Star. If he tries to hit a button in that moment, most of the time he's going to get hit by that. And what's nice about it, it also has pushback. If they try to do another forward advancing move, you can hit it down 4. You can also backdash into back 2. This move is kind of an OS in the neutral off of a lot of Johnny's pushback strings like this. If he jumps, he's going to get caught. If he does a forward advancing move like 4-3, which we're going to have Guapo do here in a second, he's going to get caught. Oh shit, I didn't backdash enough. So, Johnny, his whole goal is to control the neutral. It is what it is. He's gonna make you guess if to advance forward or not. Like, there's this little area that you don't want to be in, and that's right in with punish range. So, you can't jump in on Johnny. His anti-air is really good off of standing 1. So basically, to simplify it all for you guys, off of each situation, off of 4-3 stagger, you have pretty much 3 different options. You can do the full string, and then reset neutral, do different mind games after that, because you haven't lost your turn. But off of 4-3 again, you can throw. And if they're reacting to the throw, down 1 Rising Star. You can do other options too, you know, you can hit them with the down 1 into more pressure, because everything jails now off of like a down 1, so you can go into standing 2 pressure, you can do down 1 throw, things like that. But just to simplify it, your main attributes, the main strategies you want to do is either off of 4-3, either complete the string, throw them after the 4-3, or down 1 Rising Star. See? So, those are some nice mind games to keep your opponent guessing. Now, we're going to go to another string. So, same thing with staggers, 1-2-1. 1-2-1 is nice because EX Fireballs also gel off of it. You get the frame data off of it, so you still have the mind games of hitting down four on advancing strings. You can still backdash and whiff punish. You can also pretty much just backdash and throw a fireball again. That's another strategy that Johnny can use. Just a safe bet if you're not sure what the opponent's going to do, you know they're not going to jump though, just dash back, throw a fireball. What's also nice about 1-2-1 is that you can stagger it. So 1-2 is 0 on block. Now this is a big deal. It has kind of a deceptive feel to it, because even though it's 0 on block, it has hella block stun. So he kind of sits there for a second. So nobody gets advantage off of this situation. So pretty much Johnny can hit a button just as quick as Scorpion can after blocking this. Both of them are free to move at the same pace. But what the thing is the block stun. They're waiting for the last hit. Now if they try to react, down 1 rising star. Oh, sorry, I did down 1 nut punch. Yeah, don't do what I did. So basically, just down 1 nut punch. down 1 nut punch is like death. Don't do it. So that was just an input error. So basically, with that in mind, if you condition them with the down 1 rising star, you can get a throw instead. So there's a mind game off of that as well. Or you just commit to the whole string and then pretty much reset neutral with EX fireballs. And Johnny is pretty much free to move again. Anywho, I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything else on of a pushback with the strings. Oh yeah, sorry. Another option you can do, especially against pokes, because some pokes low profile, correct? You can't just backdash and go in for another forward 3, right? I mean, it can punish some strings, but a lot of people are poking in those situations, and forward 3, of course, is a high. So a lot of times, some people's pokes low profile. A nice way to demolish this: backdash forward 4-4. If they try to hit a button and try to poke back, Guapo. Oop, I fucked up again. Poke back. You see, I gotta get the spacing right. See? Punches them. That is really good. A really good conditioning tool. It makes it to where people, with all those options, if you hit people over and over again, what they want to do after a while is they just don't want to be in that situation at all against Johnny. They don't want to be in that spacing because he's constantly dipping in and out and whip punishing people. So they're eventually going to start just backdashing. And that's when the reads come in. You know, Johnny's pretty much free to move backwards, dip in and out with punish, you know, check him with the fireball, like I showed you earlier. But if you know for a fact they're going to backdash, they're tired of dealing with Johnny's bullshit. So we're going to have him block forward 3-4-4 again. I'm going to do another one if he tries to backdash. So I'm going to have Guapo backdash afterwards. See? And then Johnny gets his combos. And we're not done yet with the strike throw mix, because Johnny is full of it. Standing 2-4-4. Another great string.
Oh, yeah,
Again, has that pushback that we love with Johnny. Look at that pushback. Also -2 on block. Now, sorry Brian, but basically, 2-4-4 has that wonderful pushback. Again, just a reminder, what are our options in this moment? We can backdash, check with a fireball. We can down 4 if he tries to do a forward advancing button. If we're really confident that his forward advancing button is on the slower side, we're going to backdash with punish back too. Also, if he's going to jump, this also catches. It's kind of an OS, especially if you have a certain jump arc. Actually, I'm going to have Guapo simulate that now. I'm going to have you block the string and then jump. Look at that shit. Free dammy. Anyway.
Also, is it stand 2 like +2 on block, or am I wrong?
It is +3.
Jesus.
So stand 2 is really, really good because there's a mind game off of it. Look at this. The most simple mind game in the whole game.
Crazy, man.
Because they don't know when you're gonna stop staggering. I have legitimately got away with murder in this game by doing this string like 4 or 5, this button 4 or 5 times in a row. Because the animation is so deceptive of when it's gonna come out. So staggering this is such a mind game that it cannot be underestimated. And Guapo has been on the receiving end of this too many times. And tell him about it, Guapo. Do you have a good time with that?
No.
Exactly. So, the mind game, staying 2, throw. Once you get people conditioned with that, you can go staying 2. And again, if they just gotta guess. So I'm actually gonna have Guapo try to guess to simulate this, show how I'm gonna try to have Guapo guess when to let go of block. So I'm going to. It's gonna be random, Guapo. So good luck. All right, good. Oh, nice. Jailed. See? Nice. See? He's got to guess. It's a horrible time. Anyway. And of course you can go into other strings like this. Oops. I'm rusty, sorry. Things like that. So, you know, go to like staying 2. Down 1 into Rising Star. I'm a little rusty on my down 1 Rising Star. I need to stop that. PlayStation 5 pad. Anyway. So that's a mind game. You know, just stagger, down 1 Rising Star, yada yada. Stagger, throw. Something off this string. Oh my god, I need to stop that. Yeah, don't do standing 1 in the Rising Star, whatever you do. Jesus Christ.
Please don't.
Anyway, basically another nice option, especially with the like 1 2 1 string, and you're staggering it, right? You're staggering, you're doing all this fancy shit. Not really fancy, I'm kind of overstating that. But a nice option you can do is 1 2 4. Now this is Johnny's only plus on block string, okay? And it's important because of the pushback. This is when you just want plus frames and you want to reset neutral, and you just want to guess whatever the opponent's going to do next and just try to whip punish them in the neutral. This is like your safe bet of the get off me. And it's even better in the corner because you have the freedom to move and your opponent doesn't. So, again, use that to your advantage. You know.
Yeah, it's really good string to condition with in the corner with pokes too.
Exactly. Let's see. I'm off 1 2 4. So if he blocks, you can also backdash into 4 4 4, things like that. And once you get people really conditioned to block down, you know, you pretty much get like 3 jump-ins and everything as well. But everyone can, you know, everybody knows about that. Anyway, what string have I not talked about? Oh yeah, back 3 4. Now, of course, it's forward advancing. You know, you can cancel into it. You can just commit to the full string if you have no meter. Does decent damage. So, you know, do your basic combos like this. You know, it's a good string, but what's nice about it is it's a good string to, again, like backdash and dip back in because it is forward advancing. You can just mash backdash, make your opponent whiff on certain strings, and then punish them with back 3 4. It's a very good neutral tool, and it's a low.
On this string is ridiculous.
Exactly. The reach on it is stupid. You can be way out here.
Yeah, look at that range. Like, that's crazy.
But yeah, it's really good. I guess that's, you know, that's trying to think of what else to go through. Oh yeah, another string you can stagger. Jesus Christ, this character can stagger everything. 4 2 1. It's a high, but again, this string, that's a full string. Now you can stagger it into down 1 Rising Star. And then you can also complete it like this. So they gotta guess whenever you're going to stop the strike throw mix. I'm actually trying to see what it is on block. -5. Yeah, the animation is a little bit more deceptive though because of that last hit. Again, you know this -5 is the winding up of that last hit people are waiting for, and if when it doesn't come, you can throw instead. If people react to the throw, just down 1 Rising Star. So yeah. I don't know. I don't feel like... Have I missed anything, Kieran? Off those strings?
Never do 4... what is it? 4 4 3. Don't ever do the string. ever.
Yeah.
It's the forbidden string.
This string's forbidden. Whatever the hell you do, don't fucking do that string. If you want to die, then do that string. But if you want to live, then
Yeah.
don't do that fucking string. Another thing too, don't do this with Johnny. Please.
At all.
There's no mind game off of it.
But
Okay, people. There's no mind game. People are gonna react to it. It's also punishable on block. Don't do it.
very punishable.
I'm trying to see what other strings he has.
I think that's about it. His viable ones. Oh, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, 3, 4. Again, this is also nice. I like doing this string mostly off of like successful pokes since everything jails now. Again, you can also stagger it as well. Nice pushback on there. I guess I lied with 1, 2, 4 being his only plus string. This is also the thing is they kind of do the same thing. That's kind of like the problem with this string, except 1, 2, 4 is better. I hate to say that. Like this string looks cool, but it does the same thing this string does.
The recovery's better.
Yeah. But basically, what's nice about this string though, this is how you get the optimal damage. So whenever you hit confirm to something, this is what you get your optimal damage off of with Johnny. This does no damage scaling. So we will see this string later.
See that later. Yeah.
Exactly. Another mind game off of 4 through stagger, you can also do like shore hop. So, I kind of forgot to mention that. But that's, I don't know, that takes a lot of conditioning. A lot of people can react to that, in my opinion, at least. Yeah. So I guess we can go into some maybe showing some optimal combos. So basically, you're gonna have Guapo unblock real quick. So basically, your standard like combo that has pretty good knockdown. Each combo ender that I'm going to show you has different advantages. So after launcher, 1-2-1 the Rising Star, that is a go-to because of the distance on knockdown that you have. So if they're going to wake up forward throw, if they're just going to straight up wake up, you can bait it. You can walk back and forth and kind of like bait out certain situations. So I'm actually going to have Guapo wake up 3, and I'll show you the situation. So see? You punch that shit. Now, to corner carry somebody, 1-2-1 shadow kick. But this is a shadow kick and the knockdown, you know, wave dash in or whatever, and they're in the corner now. So Johnny Cage is really deadly in the corner. That's an advantage that you can have. Now, one thing that I personally like to do is this restand, and I use this all the time. Guapo knows this. Because I don't want to deal with wake-ups in Mk11. Oops, I fucked up. Of course when I do it in practice mode, I can't do it. Anyway, this is his optimal mid-screen restand. Now, Johnny Cage gets hit advantage off of this. He's only, I think, +3 off of Nut Punch, I think. Sorry. Hit advantage 5, actually. Sorry. But anyway, that's not a lot, though, okay? Because pretty much all your, most of the strings, you know, start with highs with Johnny anyway. There's not a lot that's going to jail off of that. So the mind game off of that, off of Nut Punch, well, I'm going to hit you with Nut Punch real quick, is you can steal your turn back with standing 4, standing 3, or down 1, and then they have to hold it, or, sorry, go right into throw. Because they're going to try to respect your frames, you know, get a free throw set up, whatever. Basically, if you can do also reads off of that. A lot of people get really desperate when they know they can't wake up. Some people try to jump. If you can read that and just like catch them with the back 2 off of Nut Punch, I've done that plenty of times. I know that sounds insane, but it happens a lot actually. But you can also down 3 Rising Star. Sorry, down 1 Rising Star. Even though I said down 3 Rising Star, that is also a mind game, by the way. Rising Star shenanigans. You can abuse pokes like this because Rising Star is so dangerous. People will not just take their turn back after pokes because they're waiting for you, the Rising Star, to come out. So you can sit there and just do this in the neutral, and it'll catch them. It's kind of dumb, actually. So when I mean like Rising Star is like OD, it really is. Anyway, The optimal damage, basically going back to the combos though, we did the restand, we did the Oki setup, we did the corner carry. Now we're going to go into optimal dammy. So any string into dash up standing 1 into dash forward, micro dash forward, forward to 1 into pissed off is going to be optimal damage for no KB and like no fatal blow, etc. And I'm dropping it because I'm garbage.
Pissed off also got like a command grab input.
Yes, pissed off is a down back forward square. Down back forward 1. My bad, square. For all you playing on Xbox. Anyway, so basically that's like his mid-screen optimals. There is a setup, some tech that not a lot of people know about with Johnny. I think Irish Mantis is the one who came over there way before in the game. It takes 2 bars a meter, but if you want to clutch out a game and you have the resources, then this is a nice tool. I gotta explain it though. That's the issue is explaining this because the frame data is wacky. Oh god. I'm a little bit rusty though. Jesus. Trying to do it on the spot is hard. Jesus, why can't I do it? Oh my god. There we go. So basically what you saw there was, and it takes a little practice, I haven't done it in a while, that's why I was dropping it, but you can get it consistently, especially against characters with male hitboxes. But what it is, it sets up to where Johnny purposely whiffs the nut punch, the EX nut punch. So he gets way more frame advantage, so he doesn't have to deal with the regular nut punch frame data. So this is 5 plus 5 on hit, the regular. But if you whiff, if you do it and then cancel it into the EX and you whiff it, you're like plus. It won't show it, I don't think, because it's whiffing technically. So the frame data is wrong, but I think I measured it out. It's like plus like 16 plus 7. It's like plus like 15, 16 on hit, which is like huge. So like they have to hold whatever string you're gonna do next. So that's why I just do dash up and like 2-4-4, or like I dash up throw most of the time, because that is a true strike throw mix. They cannot react to it. They have to hold it. They can't duck it. They can't do anything about it except guess in that situation. So that's what's nice about it. So I'll show you what it looks like again.
There we go.
See? They gotta hold all that. So there you go. Now we're gonna go into corner combos. So a lot of Johnny players, it drives me nuts. Whatever you do, if you launch somebody, don't do back 2, for the love of God. All that does is increase your damage scaling for the rest of your combo. And whenever that happens, you're just not gonna get any damage out of your combos. So I usually do 4-3. Juggle right there, and then right when it's hits the ground, I'll do like 4 standing 2s into 1-2-1 pissed off. So it looked like this. See, that's a pretty good damaging combo. If the 4-3 is a little too hard at first, you can do like 6 standing 2s instead. It does a little less. So I'll show you the damage difference right there.
It's just by like 3%.
Yeah. But you know me, I like being I like being optimal.
Oh yeah, look at me.
Stop it, Josh. I'll just say like one more time. The next thing that you can do with Johnny in the corner, you can go for his nut punch restand again, but you can't do as many standing 2s. You can only do 3 standing 2s into nut punch, and then they gotta guess strike throw. So when you're doing a restand instead, just one less standing one in your juggle. That's pretty much the golden rule. Yeah, you know, you can like in situations in the corner when I was saying I'm gonna have a Guapo block again. 4-3-4-4. If they try to do advancing string, or they try to jump, backdash, back two cannot be understated how important that is. And I'm gonna let him let go of block real quick. If I do hit him with a back two, again, just go into your juggles. Get good damage off of it, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you an optimal corner combo if you want to kill somebody and you have both resources, you have both meters for offense. Micro dash back, staying 3, into EX Fireball. See? Get a good amount of damage off of it. Oop, that's too low. See? I already knew it. You can actually get a standing 2 in there instead. It does more damage. It just depends how good your execution is. See? It does a little bit more damage if you do standing 2 instead. So yeah. Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to think about what to do before I move on to like his KB combos and some of the other stuff. Just to show you the different things off of anti-air, I'm going to show you his optimal mid-screen anti-air real quick before we do any of that. So if someone's jumping in on you, standing 1 is probably your most consistent anti-air, along with back 2. If you hit somebody with standing 1, I'm going to have Guapo jump here real quick. 4-3 into 1-2-1 Rising Star. That's probably your optimal anti-air combo. Off of back 2, have him jump at me again. Staying 2 twice, 1-2-1. Rising Star or kick, whatever you want to do. You want to do the Oki, you want to do the corner carry. It's up to you. If you want to do a restand off of it, I normally like to do stand 2, forward 4, into nut punch. So I'm going to have him jump again. And then he's got to guess. So yeah. I guess, I don't know, Guapo, should we just go into like his KB? His KB combos? I don't know.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So, if you know a Scorpion player is going to teleport or you have good reaction times, it's also good to take advantage of Johnny Cage's nut punch crushing blows. Now, you can lab certain situations and certain strings and moves that you should commit to it with. Examples of this are like Scorpion's EX teleport, Kung Lao's dive kick, Noob Saibot's teleport, Raiden's what's this part? Yeah, Storm Cell. These are moves that you can easily react to, and you should be able to punish with EX Nut Punch. So I'm gonna have Guapo do the EX teleport real quick with Scorpion. See?
Boom, baby.
See? Get some free damage. So, because you have to punish them with a raw EX Nut Punch. Now, with Scorpion, with that one, it might be a little bit harder, but like those other ones I mentioned, I might show you that later before we get off. I'll show you like the easiest ways to get that off on other characters. Now, the other big KB he has is Glasses Crushing Blow. So we're just gonna put us.
Like probably one of the best like just comeback factors in the game.
Yeah, this is gonna be like one of the best comeback factors in the game. I'm gonna show you pretty much like optimization. So any string into Glasses Cancel should be followed up with standing 3-4. Alright, but the link is tight. And it's going to be harder for us. Most people just cancel into 1-2 glasses. The problem with that is it kind of you're not taking advantage of the damage, and that's what this whole move is about. It's like the comeback factor. It's like how you legitimately come back and and steal a whole game. So just kind of work on the optimization. I promise it is definitely worth it. Then you get stuff like this. Oh, I fucked up, of course.
Ooh. 50-50.
50%. Easy. In the corner, it's even more. Oops. Oh, I've messed up again. Bonk. Ah! I'm garbage. Don't worry, people, we'll get there.
Third time's a charm.
Yep.
What I tell you? Third time's a charm. Jeez! 51%.
Yep. You know, there's other variations of that too. You can go like... Yeah. But, it's whatever version you want to go for. Obviously the other one was more optimal. But, yeah. You know, that is something that I forgot completely in the corner, and I know I'm kind of skipping everywhere, but like I said, this is a very informal way of, like, teaching you how to play Johnny. Johnny Cage's strike throw gets way, way better in the corner because 1-2-1 has way, way, way more options. So, like, mid-screen, the most you can get off of 1-2-1 off a hit confirm, like, if they block, they stop blocking in the middle of the string, like this, I just, like, try to block, like, the first couple hits. Like, imagine, like, I'm gonna, like, strike throw you, like, stagger. So, you go through it like that. See, the most you can get off is hit confirm into that, right? So, in the corner, though, yeah, it'll look like this. He combos off of his EX Fireballs. It's kind of the big deal in the corner because it's free damage. It's free real estate. It's crazy. Hella damage. So yeah, that's another nice thing.
Could you end that with a fatal? I don't think so.
No, Johnny Cage is pretty limited on what connects to his fatal because his fatal wind-up is really slow. In fact, this is like optimal for mid-screen. It's just straight up forward 3 into fatal, which is sad, but it works.
It's not worth wasting your fatal either.
No.
Not to crush on blow either.
Exactly.
Unless it's like guaranteed you're gonna kill them with it, like in the last round.
Exactly. It's good for like the final round if you already used your KB. So pretty much KB is better in every way, and that's why you use it first. Like, don't be scared to use your crushing blow, right, at the, one of the earlier rounds to steal a round or to come back because you still have your fatal. That's like the beautiful thing about Johnny. Anyway, in the corner, I think the most optimal thing is like standing 1 into that, or I think it's standing 2.
And, even if you don't have your crushing blow, you can still cancel out your fatal and get like opti damage.
That is also true. Yeah, you can like if you don't even have your crushing blow. Oops, shit. Like this. Yep. Stuff like that. He doesn't have an overhead. Josh is being an ass.
Wait. I had to think about that. Listen.
Yeah. Anyway, see, I'm starting to get a little bit warmed up. My fingers just needed to get warmed up. Anyway, I'm trying to think. So yeah, and his crushing blows aren't just off of those strings on the ground. Basically, anti-airs too, and you have to convert if you're doing anti-air into KB. They change from the corner from mid-screen. I'll show you why. So just imagine you're jumping in on me, Guapo. See that? So basically off of that, you can only pretty much do like 1-2 cancel into 1-2 glasses throw because the gravity, they're falling. Any other string into glasses toss, it doesn't. Canceling into glasses toss isn't quick enough to catch them before they hit the ground. In the corner, this changes. So we're gonna have you jump again. Watch. I'll show you what happens. See, I messed up. See, I'm trying to compensate for the gravity because it's worse in the corner. See, it whiffs.
Yeah.
See, that's a problem, right? So, the best thing to do, and I'll show you the best thing that I like to do, and I think there's more optimal ways, but it's super hard to hit, and I don't see people hitting it consistently, alright? So, to be the safest way to get it, I'm going to have him jumping in as this. Oh, I fucked up. See? Sorry, I messed up. See? And then you go into your combo. What I did differently, instead of doing 1-2 and to cancel, and to 1-2 glasses toss, I just do 1-2 cancel, fatal blow cancel, into standing 1 glasses toss. So, just the 1-2, 1-2, it's 1-2, 1 glasses toss. So, that's, yeah. That's pretty much it. So it's just different in the corner than it is in mid screen. You know, just something to be conscious of. But yeah, Josh is you all sitting there hitting me with the emotes in the chat. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what else.
I think you should tell him about the armor breaker. Just in case.
Yeah. I have not talked about the armor breaker. So the armor breaker is nice. Especially if you want to close that out of the game, because here's the thing. Unbreakable damage with pissed off is ridiculously good. Well, let's do a scenario. Let's just say Guapo has about 500 health left, right? I hit him with a crushing bow KB. He thinks I'm going to commit for the full combo and steal the game, right? So I know he's going to be mashing rollout. So I'm going to have Guapo mash rollout out of any point of this combo. Okay? So here we go.
Oh shit.
That's not
I could do that punch. I'm sorry.
See? I still get my damage, and he died for it. I've actually won a lot of games that way. Now, this is really hard, and hopefully I can do it. You can catch people mid-screen. You have to dash forward real quick, and then do the input, which is really hard. In fact, I'm going to make a confession. I don't hit that consistently enough, so I usually just dash up and down too. But it is possible.
It is very consistent.
See? Like that. So if he would have rolled out right there, it would have hit. I'm not great at it, but it's an armor break. It's more consistent in the corner because you don't have to do the dash up. You know, you can just cancel. See? Get your damage.
Yeah, I feel like that's actually just guaranteed right there.
Yeah. So it's more useful in the corner in my opinion, but you can use it mid-screen. You just gotta have quick thumbs. But it is possible. I'm trying to think of what else to show you. Just got maybe an overview. The most important thing about Johnny is his movement. So not what a lot of people take advantage of is his pushback on his strings. Once you have the pushback on these strings, so I'm gonna have you block her quick. Remember what your options are: down 4, backdash into with punish, or backdash into advancing normal. That's gonna with punish short advancing normals and pokes. All right. Backdashing into back 2 is going to stuff and blow up more forward-reaching normals and anti-air. So if they jump, it's going to catch them. And if to play it safe out of all those options, because you're thinking like, oh, what if I really don't know what they're going to do? Just backdash and chuck a fireball, man. Johnny Cage he controls the neutral with fireball, and I guess that's the next point to get into how to play Johnny. At high level, like especially, controlling the neutral with Johnny is important because his fireball isn't there to hit people, it's to check people and control their spacing and their movement. So when I'm approaching people with Johnny, I'm not sitting there thinking, oh, I gotta get in, and I'm just trying to get in. I am walking back and forth, making them guess on what my movement's gonna be, and I'm chucking fireballs in moments to throw off their game. See, he doesn't know when I'm gonna come in, and when I'm not going to. I'm just going to sit there and like, I'll throw out random normals in there because the start of animation, if he moves his fist, people are just trying to look for movement, and that's when you check with a fireball. And then you go in with a strike throw mix. So, chucking fireballs on the neutral and also stopping other people from starting their zoning game is important. So if I'm going against like Baraka, right, and I'm trying to get in, but I'm right in this range, my fireball Johnny Cage has probably one of the quickest startup fireballs, and the animation is so, like, discreet. People just get caught off by it. Just getting chucked. How many times have you just got hit by a random fireball, Guapo, just in the neutral?
Like, at least 5 or 6 times in every single minute.
Exactly, and it's a high, right? It's not like other projectiles where like you have to hold it, like you can duck it. The point is it's so fast and the animation is so discreet that people just get caught by it. So if you're constantly bopping in and out, wave dashing in and out, and then checking with fireballs, backdash fireball. That's like a huge. You don't have to go in all the time with Johnny. Johnny players, for some reason, they just want to get in. They're like, oh, I gotta get in, I gotta pressure him. Like, just bop in and out. This is your home. This is where you want to be. This spacing right here. Forward 3, back 3-4, forward 4 spacing. And that's not because you're just going for those strings. Those strings are a possibility. Your opponent is worried about those strings. So that's when you go back and check them with fireballs, go in, or straight up dash forward and throw. Dash and throw against Johnny, I'm just going to say, it's borderline unreactable. Like, his grab reach is ridiculous. So you'll be sitting here playing footsies right here in the neutral. They're guessing, what's he going to do? He's going to do a forward 3. Oh, he's going to backdash, back 3-4. Oh, he's going to chuck a fireball. Just throw him. It works. Trust me. So, yeah, you know, I guess, like, that's pretty much it, like, with Johnny. Like, that's, like, how you play him at high level. It's a controlling space. You're bobbing in and out, basically. You're never plus, but due to Johnny's movement, you're making people whiff. I mean, Johnny Cage is legitimately negative pretty much on every string, yet he never gives up his turn. Why is that? It's based off his movement. Take advantage of his movement, check people with fireballs, control the neutral. That's how you play Johnny at a higher level. And once you get in, it's all about his pressure and his strike throw mix. So there's two basic gameplays with this build, especially with Johnny. It's basically with punishing and baiting out anti-airs, the neutral, controlling the space, and then there is the strike throw, the pressure, the mix. You're basically going to annoy people by staggering into throws until they just let go of block, and that's when you hit them with big damage. And they wish they would have just held block. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that's a wrap. I think that's a good place for the Johnny guide. What do you think, Guapo?
Yep.
I think it's good. But, anywho, I'm not going to end the stream. Guapo, thanks for helping me out. I think, do you just want to play some games?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Well, we'll clip that, and that'll be the Johnny guide vid.